Recently, Airbus secured two new aircraft orders from the two major airline groups in Malaysia and Southeast Asia, Malaysia Airlines parent company Malaysia Aviation Group and the ASEAN budget carrier group AirAsia. Both aircraft orders were announced during an official visit of Malaysia's Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim in France last month. Making headlines, the two aircraft orders will help shape the future of the two Malaysia-based airline groups. The first of the two aircraft orders is from AirAsia with a commitment for up to 70 Airbus A321XLRs, the European aircraft manufacturer's long-range, fuel-efficient variant of the popular narrow-body A321 aircraft. In a deal worth around $12.25 billion, AirAsia's commitment to the XLR will comprise of the 50 firm orders and options for 20 additional jets, adding to AirAsia's previous orders for 20 XLRs. If the options are exercised, AirAsia can have up to 90 XLRs in its fleet when fully delivered. The newly ordered jets are scheduled to be delivered between 2028 through 2032. Following AirAsia's further commitment to the A321XLR, Malaysia Airlines parent company Malaysia Aviation Group announced a new order for 20 additional wide-body Airbus A330-900s, the A330neo. While the value of the order was not disclosed, the order will double the future fleet of Malaysia Airlines A330neos from 20 to 40. Previously, Malaysia Aviation Group ordered the A330neos in 2022, and so far 4 of the wide-body jets have been delivered, which are currently used on flights to 3 destinations: Melbourne, Auckland, and Denpasar. For Airbus, the newly announced aircraft orders will add to the fleets of the Kuala Lumpur Malaysia-based airline groups. The new orders reflect their different paths to achieve their future ambitions. AirAsia has laid out its ambitious expansion plans, which includes the addition of flights beyond its current network, especially in ASEAN, including a potential return to Europe via a secondary hub in the Middle East. Combined, the airline group operates a fleet of over 200 aircraft spread across its subsidiaries in Malaysia, Thailand, Indonesia, the Philippines, and the newest addition in Cambodia. While operating mostly narrow-body A320 and A321neo aircraft, the two subsidiaries AirAsia X in Malaysia and Thai AirAsia X operates wide-body A330s. Going forward, AirAsia plans to operate a fleet of 300 aircraft by the end of 2030, and further growing it to 500 when all the current orders are delivered. While relying on wide-body A330s on long-haul flights and high-demand routes, the airline group is committing to going smaller future with the XLRs. The new order fits AirAsia's approach of its regional and narrow-body first fleet through a combination of range and fuel efficiency. The A321XLR is an aircraft capable of supporting AirAsia's previously reported plans to return to Europe through a secondary hub. As for the A330s, AirAsia's current fleet of the wide-body jets is around 28, which includes leased A330neos that operate AirAsia X. These aircraft are used on long jets and also to provide more capacity than the A320s and the A321s when needed. AirAsia still has committed A330neos with 15 orders based on Airbus's order book as of June 2025, though instead of going bigger, AirAsia is going smaller. While adding more A321s with the XLRs, the AirAsia group previously cancelled orders for 63 of the A330neos in favor of the smaller A320s and A321neos, a trend that continues with this order with the XLRs. In addition to going smaller on the longer routes, the A321 XLRs will also help in the ongoing replacement of the airline group's older A320s and A321s currently used across its regional subsidiaries. While AirAsia is going smaller, Malaysia Airlines is going bigger with the further commitment to the A330neos. The additional 20 A330neos will not only see the continued use of the A330 family of aircraft with Malaysia Airlines, but also to expand its fleet of the wide-body jets, which are used on routes to Asia, Australia, and the Middle East. In addition to replacing the A330s, more A330neos will help expand its network both near and far from Kuala Lumpur. The A330neo is capable of being an alternate to the A350-900s currently used on flights to London and Paris, and Malaysia Airlines could use it also to expand to Europe to other cities not currently served such as Frankfurt, Amsterdam, and Rome. Along with the range, the A330neos could also provide more capacity within the group's regional network. While Malaysia Airlines is in the process of replacing its older Boeing 737-800 fleet with the 737 MAX, the wide-body jets could fill in for the high-demand routes within Asia where flight slots are increasingly getting difficult to obtain. This would free up the 737s and eventually the MAXes to open up new regional routes and strengthen Malaysia Airlines' domestic network. Each of the two airline groups' new orders are part of their bigger future ambitions. Of the two airline groups, I find Malaysia Aviation Group's additional commitment to the A330neo more consequential. AirAsia is going with the flexibility of long range and capacity in a narrow body with the A321XLR, in line with what I see is their narrow body regional first approach to their business. Meanwhile, Malaysia Airlines A330neos can open up new or support its long-haul routes while also providing more capacity within Asia and Australia where needed. The flexibility for Malaysia Airlines will come with the commitments of the A330neos, along with the narrow-body 737 MAXes that are in the process of being delivered. That's all for now, though I do want to hear some of your thoughts on these two new aircraft orders. Which of the two Airbus orders from the Malaysia-based airline groups do you think is more consequential? In the meantime, I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. This has been another edition of Flights in Asia, highlighting the news and updates from the aviation and travel scene in the Asia Pacific. Thank you for watching and have a great day.